Flex, the livest one in the section. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed this morning. Dwayne Jones, Southern T, building, salute. We gonna cook. We gonna cook. Because I want to straighten some shit out this morning. King Corleone, Jose Diaz, Rick Blackwell, Terrence Bailey, my brother. K-Rod, what up? No, K-Rod, we gonna cook. We gonna cook. We gonna cook. Because it's just it's comments like that. I don't mind. I do not mind. But I think a couple of people got me fucked up. So we're gonna straighten it out. And I knew I shouldn't have tried to sum it up in a short video. I knew it. So now y'all gonna get alive. And I'm gonna address everything. I'm gonna address everything. Because there was a lot of backhanded shit on my post. And we're gonna address it. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But we're gonna straighten everything out. Calvin Johnson, WJ Lucky, Windsor, salute. Stormy, salute. You're gonna love this. Young World, salute. Oh, y'all gonna love this. 919. Jeffrey Cesar, Acondo, Shun, CT Boy, Big Cheese, salute. Bruce Gas, Jafar Cesar, Acondo, Elevated Consciousness, Jeff, what up, bro? Big Block, Davion, salute. Viva tu vida, salute, bro. I'm waiting for a few more people to get in here. I was actually reading something. That's serious. Died. Okay. I was reading about changes in the rules because well, I'll get back to that. I'll get back to that. Oh, man. All right. Sometimes, you know what I notice? Brian H. Counselor, good morning. KG84, salute. Jelly Bean, DP Vodka. I need a few more people to get into the building. Black Vision, Duke Tide. King Bonnie. I put up a video and I asked the question. Willie Low, salute. K-Rod, salute. PJ's Big Dog, salute. Big Texas. Put up a video 2 days ago. And I was quoting what Felix Trinidad said in his support for Ugas. And I just asked the question. He said he's going to make us proud. And I asked, well, who's us? Who's us? Well, let me give you a little background as to why I'm asking that question. I live in New York. All right? Some of you have been here or been through here, vacation, well, I fucking live here. All right? I live here. And that man in the middle, when I tell you half of Puerto Rico is here, I'm not lying. I'm not bullshitting you. And I see the family coming in. But I gotta address something. I gotta address this shit. All right. Y'all ever saw a good or great fighter, but sometimes his or her fan base almost makes it impossible for you to fucking root for the guy? You can't enjoy the person's career because the fan base is so fucking stupid. Anthony Joshua, Manny Pacquiao, huh? Hey, Flomos. You're trying to, you know what it's like? It's like you're trying to go enjoy a movie with nothing but Oscar winners in it, and it's a beautiful cast, it's an all-star cast, and motherfuckers is talking in the goddamn theater. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like, for fuck's sake, can y'all shut up? I went to go see the second Ghost Rider. Hold on, y'all. I went to go see the second Ghost Rider. And I'm sitting in the movies. And I go to the movies by myself. Right? I'm a big nerd. I love comic books. So the things that they're doing with these special effects and CGI is amazing to me. This is my childhood on the screen. So I'll grab some popcorn and I'll go into the theater. I'll sit down. There was this black woman sitting behind me. And every time Idris Elba showed his face on the screen, she's damn near having an orgasm. Oh my God, he's so good and grown. I turned around and looked at her like 5 times. I said, bitch, you had to buy a seat and sit behind me with that? I cannot enjoy the movie. Fucking cow. Goddamn. He's in the movie, okay? For fuck's sake. That's what it is with a lot of these boxers. I can't just enjoy their career and watch it develop their whole career. And then when they decide to hang it up, I can make an educated analysis on what I saw. Without somebody saying something stupid. There was no internet when Felix Trinidad was on fire. When you went to a Tito fight, I knew what to expect. Hey, even when you was rooting for him, that flag would get waved in your face aggressively. It was like, well, goddamn, relax. I'm here in support. What the fuck? You could be going there strictly neutral. That flag is in your face, man. It's like, calm down. Calm down. You know why? I don't care if he don't speak English. Look at him. He's black. I'm good. Don't let your pride get your ass beat, motherfucker. It's only boxing. He gets paid millions of dollars for that. You need to fucking relax. Jesus Christ, it's not that serious. Calm down. Don't we say that today? Yo, AJ fans, what the fuck? Calm down. Packtards, calm down. Flomos, we're critiquing them because this video or whatever we're talking about, it so happens to not be about boxing. It's about what he said. Calm down. What the fuck? You finna go to war over a guy that don't fucking know you? Is he gonna pay your hospital bills? If I beat the shit out you in the street? Seriously. You don't like Deontay Wilder? Fine. I'm not going to watch you. I'm not going to listen to what you got to say. You come on my page, I'm going to delete you. I ain't got to threaten you. It's not that serious. What's happening here? So when he makes this statement, us, I simply ask, what did he mean? Who's us? Now I'm going to go here, and it might be unpopular. But if you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. And you're an avid boxing supporter, you know what I'm talking about. Because for a while, a lot of Puerto Ricans that look like Ugas and Tito, they were acting like Puerto Rico was another country. It's like, hold on. You know you're walking around here on the Grand Concourse. You know you don't need a green card, right? Your English is bad. You don't need a green card. You're American. You're American. And guess what else? You're black. Don't act like I don't know there's some racial shit going on in Puerto Rico either. Don't act like I don't know. Don't act like I don't know. Don't read between the lines, y'all. Don't act like I don't know. Don't act like I don't know. The only reason why you're celebrated, Tito, is because you're from Puerto Rico. But if you was just an average Joe working at a factory or whatever, you'd have the same problems there that you would have here, that I have everywhere else. So when I asked motherfuckers, what did he mean? When he said us, Boricua, exclusive to Puerto Ricans. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Ugas is not Boricua. So when he said make us proud, now there's some sort of fellowship? Where is this coming from? That's what I'm asking. Where is this coming from? If y'all don't know, y'all remember a fighter by the name of Juanma Lopez? That was his guy. Did y'all know that? That was his guy. The fight that we was wanted to lead up to back then was Lopez versus Gamboa. Do you remember that? I said, shit, okay. What do I always say? Let's see the fight. Until somebody, wah, wah, wah. And what happened? Orlando Salido happened. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Okay. Drew, why are you talking about this? Because I feel I need to address it. Now, let me give some of you cats an info. There's 90 people in the building. Smash the like button. Let me give you guys some history. Because I kind of think that motherfuckers is trying to put a coat on me that didn't fit. All right. K-Rod, I'm not saying he's racist. And you see, this is the thing. I just asked the question, where's this support coming from? You ask any, let me put that up there. And I'm not coming for you, K-Rod. But I need to see, because people are thinking that I'm accusing him of racism. I'm not. I just asked, who's us? Let me explain. See, a lot of you, and I'm talking about the young cats, all y'all know is Felix Trinidad. Y'all can't name any other popular Puerto Rican fighter. I got you covered today. Today I got you covered. I got you covered. Now, you ask any fighter of yesteryear, what do they think about a fighter that's fighting in the weight division that they dominated or they were fighting in? What do they always say? Oh, I'd have beat him. Okay. To this day, Magic and Larry are best friends, but they think that their teams were better than each other's teams, regardless of who beat who. Michael Jordan today says his Bulls and Eddie Errol will beat anybody today. That's just who he is. Some people argue they wouldn't. Some people argue they would. My thing is, what under rules they playing? The 90s rules or these bullshit rules where sweat falls off your forehead onto the wrist of the player and it's a technical and a flagrant and all kinds of weird shit. I don't even watch NBA ball like that anymore. It's frustrating. Another topic, another conversation, but you get the point. I don't mind Tito saying he beat Errol. I beg to differ. But when I point out facts and people telling me I got it fucked up, don't listen. If y'all been following me, if y'all don't know a lot of shit, not a lot of shit, everything I do is calculated, then you're not paying attention to detail, recruit. You're not. When I uploaded that video, I said I shouldn't have did that. Why? Because I knew I needed to dedicate more time to it. And I said, whatever. But I read some of the comments and I said, okay. So now I got to do this. First and foremost, I don't give a shit about whether he feels he could beat Tito. I mean, Tito feels he could beat Errol. He probably feels 90s Tito could beat anybody. I made a comment about hand wraps. And someone came in our comment section and said, no, you're getting them confused with Margarito. Don't you fucking tell me when I'm getting confused. How many times I tell y'all, if I don't know something, I'm going to ask, is this with a question mark? Don't fucking tell me that I'm confused with Margarito. I know what I'm talking about. I said the irony is that Brother Nas caught Margarito. I said this in the past. And he caught Tito doing something that his father, I gotta believe that he knew he shouldn't have been doing it. And it has something to do with the hand wraps. Let me read you what the person said. The person says, you don't know what you're talking about. That's the first thing he says to me. He's on my fucking channel, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Fine. He says, what was Tito's punishment for his hand wraps? Let me stop right there. See, I'm going to dissect this shit. And I'm glad Xavier's in here. Because Xavier knows where I'm going to go. I'm glad you mentioned that. What was his punishment? Well, what was Tyson Fury's punishment for the fucking gloves? And we all know what we saw. You know what happened? When we saw that shit, what did people say? It was Wilder's corners. It was Wilder's responsibility to catch it. What did Roy Jones Jr. say when he was on my show? And it's not popular. But he said it was Wilder's responsibility to catch that. He didn't say it wasn't bad for them to cheat. Because we know that. That goes without saying. Yo, that's bad. But that was your responsibility. On my other show, I tell a story about a girl I know personally who got with two dudes who I knew personally who were bad news. One did her dirty. I ain't going to mention what he did. The other one had a baby with her and killed the baby. When the dust settled, we didn't say it to her, but everyone that knew her, we was like, how could she not know that this nigga wasn't crazy? Everybody knew but her. Impossible. That was her responsibility. It's bad what happened, and we're not justifying it. And he's in prison, he's never getting out. But everybody knew around the neighborhood but her. Impossible. That was her responsibility. His pipe game it wasn't that good. It couldn't have been that good. No pipe game is that good that you got to put your life at risk in your child. So I hear where fighters are coming from saying, oh, it's Deontay Wilder's responsibility. But ain't that funny? They will say it's his responsibility more than the fact that Fury cheated. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Right? So let me go back to the comment. What was his punishment? Nothing. There wasn't any because he had some trivial violation tape. Trivial? Let me bring you up to speed. Anything in boxing, you can't, if it's involving something as small as hand wraps, you can't brush it off as trivial. Ask Michael Fox, they tried to kill him. Got all the way to the ring. Do I got to go down this road with you fools? The ref asked, who signed off on these? You hear someone from the corner saying, not me, which means it was wrong. Trivial hand. It wasn't trivial. It was illegal in the state of New York. Now, I know Brother Nas did say in certain states, the way he wrapped the hands was legal. But it wasn't legal in New York City. In the state of New York, in New York State. And Nas said, if you do that, we ain't fighting. I remember that. And I said, what's going on with his hand wraps? And then I said, man, hand wraps? The year was 2001 when that happened. It was after 9/11. And I said, that's strange. Because back in the 90s, you used to hear shit in the gyms. Someone who knew someone in Tito's camp and who knew someone and who knew someone. Xavier, pay attention. I know you're listening because we've spoken about this. And there was always something about Trinidad's hand wraps. This is before social media, y'all. I used to hear it. I'm like, what? His hand wrap? Well, I don't know. I can't deny or confirm. I'm not fighting the guy. I'm not in his corner. They don't speak English over there. I don't know. But I'm telling y'all, I used to hear it. And I'm like, He punched Fernando Vargas in the face. You remember how Fernando looked? Right now, you're caught up in the hoopla. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It was a good hit. Fernando did the best he could. And never mind the fact that Fernando Vargas says he was poisoned before that fight, too. But y'all don't want to talk about that. There you go, Xavier. Y'all talk to him. When he get his channel up, y'all talk to him about that. Talk to him about that. The same look he had, the same look that I saw when he punched William Joppy in the face. I had William Joppy on my show. He said, I don't remember shit after I got hit. That was pure instincts. I don't remember. Fernando Vargas. You know, after the fight was over, he sat down and had the rest of the body. You know he don't remember the fight? It's eerily similar. Oh, now you're saying Fernando Vargas got poisoned. No, I'm not saying that. He said that. I'm not saying that. Oh, he's making excuses? Do I not have Freddie Pendleton on this show? Do I not show you that clip? Did that knockout look normal to you? Don't fucking tell me it looked normal, because it didn't. So you got the Freddie Pendleton shit. You got the allegations from Fernando Vargas. Was Tito ever caught for doing anything? No. Well, Manny Pacquiao wasn't caught for juicing. But we're not stupid, are we? We're not stupid, are we? Tyson Fury was never caught. But are we stupid? Are we stupid? Some things you're just not gonna catch. You can't penalize them if you can't catch. Yo, listen. This ain't the movies. Sometimes the criminal gets away. Xavier says, did Tito run it back with Vargas? Fuck no. Because prior to that hit, Vargas was in that fight. But who am I? Now, in LA, there were overhead views. It got popularized in the East Coast because you never see. Close pursuit is different, the rules over here in New York than it is in LA. So when we would see all of those high-speed chases in LA, it was like watching a movie. Oh shit, there's another one on TV. The news ratings were so high because we never seen nothing like that over here. And you see the copter overhead view, and you see the motherfucker running through people's backyards, knocking over laundry, the dogs chasing them. I saw one lady run out with a frying pan trying to hit the dude. I said, man, they got the eye in the sky. They got cops everywhere, and LAPD is just different. And you know what? I spoke to some dude. One of my boys had a family member from LA, and he was over here, and we were just fascinated. He was like, yo, that shit really happened? He was like, yeah, man. I said, yo, I don't understand why they be running away from the helicopter and the cops. He says, yo, some cats get away. I said, what? He said, yo, some niggas get away. I don't know how, but some niggas get away. One of the niggas on my block, we know we saw him on the news running, and then 2 days later, he come walking to the block. Yo, what's up, y'all? We thought you. Nope. Got away. He got away. This is boxing, y'all. Mike Fox, they tried to kill him in the ring with faulty equipment, and then they robbed him on the cards. So here I am talking about shit that I heard in the 90s. I ain't really paid much. I ain't giving much energy. And then all the way to the Hopkins fight, Brother Nas catches him and says, if you don't change that little itsy-bitsy thing, we ain't fighting. I remember that. And then when that happened, I said, yo, wait a minute. I remember being in the gym, and this guy who knew someone from the camp was talking about hand wraps in Tito's camp. Could it be? I'm just saying. Is there a connection? So let me go back to what dude wrote. He said there wasn't any because he had some trivial violation. You see, trivial violation. Was it trivial when those gloves were skinned against Mike Fox? Was that trivial? Huh? Also know somebody that was in the camp with John Ruiz. Remember the quiet man, John Ruiz? And salute to the family. You know, I see y'all. And he said in the gym, yeah, you know, John grows his beard out because in the clinch, he likes to rub his beard if someone's cut. I said, really? He said, yeah, he grows his beard. He's clean shaven right now. But in the camp, you know, he grows out his beard. And I said, well, shit, he was clean shaven when David Tua knocked him out. After that, he was growing that beard out. It wasn't even lined up or anything. Could be nothing. But then again, makes you think, don't it? Could it be? I don't know. To brush shit off is trivial in this sport. It's not trivial. It's not. The Balco situation. He just takes a molecule or whatever it is and moves it around. And it went from being a banned substance to we don't know what this is. We have to see it work for a while. So you have a fighter now going a 10-fight knockout streak. And then it was like, oh, wait a minute. He's on this? No. We got to change this. And then they changed that drug. And now it's a banned substance. But the motherfucker, 10 motherfuckers are now on it. And now they're popping dirty. And it's like, yo, it was legal just last week. I've been on this. and y'all have all these KOs and y'all don't think anything's wrong? You don't ever say anything is trivial when it comes to this sport. You could die. You can die. Now, I know in certain states it was legal, the way he was wrapping the hands. But in New York State, it wasn't. And it is his responsibility to know the rules. And I believe he did, and I believe he didn't give a shit. Because the way he was wrapping those hands in those other states, his son was getting results. And Brother Nas went in there and said, no. If he does that, we're not fighting. And they fucking changed it, did they not? And did Tio get a KO that night? What happened? Okay. Now let's go back to this person's comment. You're confusing him with the Mexican Margarito. This motherfucker's on my channel talking about I'm confusing Felix Trinidad with Antonio Margarito. I'm not even going to address that. Who had plaster of Paris in on his raps and was suspended for what? A year or something like that? Motherfucker, a year or something like that. But I'm confusing him with, I'm confusing Felix Trinidad, the black Puerto Rican, with the cheating ass Mexican. I'm confused though, or something like that. That's what it says. Hand wraps are suspended for a year, something like that. No, let me bring you up to speed because I know you watch me, fella. He wasn't suspended. He was kicked out of the sport. He was more than suspended. It was indefinite. They took his license. He couldn't fight in America. He had to fight in Mexico. And guess what? Did y'all know Antonio Margarito is American? Uh-oh. He was born here and moved to Mexico. But he's an American-born citizen. He can't be deported. I know that? Anyway, that's just little facts there. They took his whole license. How did he get back? You want to know how? Bob Arum pulled strings, got him his license back in America. For what? Manny Pacquiao. Uh-oh. Plaster versus Peds. Who won that? Ask Margarito's eye. Who won that? And this is after. I thought I was looking at a classic between Cotto and Margarito. That was Miguel's first loss. And I thought I just saw a classic boxer versus puncher. And then when Brother Nas, the same guy that caught Tito years prior, trying to do that funny shit in New York, caught him with that shit. Right? Didn't that make you think, well, what the fuck? Wait a minute. We was putting the Ivan Drago crown on this guy. Wait a minute. And then you go back to the Cotto fight. You're like, hold on. That's right. I've never seen his face get bust up like that. Ever. Wait a minute.
I don't know that.
Wait. Then I said, holy shit, Golden Johnson. Holy shit, Kermit Cintron twice. Do you know what Margarito did? Do you know what he messed up? I'm talking to the Puerto Rican fans. I'm talking to my Boricuas. Do you know what he did? Kermit Cintron was knocking out everything. He was in talks with Miguel Cotto to fight Miguel the weekend of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. That was in the works. Do you understand how electric that would have been? for their culture. Do you have any idea? And I like Miguel Cotto. And I like Kermit Cintron. And I said, shit, I'm going to that. That's going to be crazy. 2 Puerto Ricans on the day of the Puerto Rican Day Parade? What? What, the week of? I said, I got to go. And enter Margachito. I remember he beat up Cintron, and I'm watching the screen like, what's happening? What's this? What the fuck? I said, oh, man, damn. Margachito fucked the money up. Are y'all paying attention? I'm going to say it again. Margachito fucked the money up. He beat Cintron, and then he got in there and beat Cotto. And then y'all was running around saying, get in the ring with him, Floyd. I said, yo, plaster, hands, whatever, something ain't right. Oh, his defense is good. No, you just want to see a motherfucker get killed. Get out of here. You're not a supporter. You're a fanatic. They fixed that glove situation. Cotto beat him like a drum and stared him down at the end. I was like, yes! I don't think Margachito won 1 round. Yes, Miguel. Don't get me started with this cheating nonsense. Dudes on here talking about or something like that. I just told you the history. You're welcome. He said Tito had something like an extra millimeter of tape on his hands. Here you go. Trying to downplay, oh, it's just a little steroids. We are living in the now, right now. We are living in the now, right now. It was just a little clenbuterol for Canelo. It's only 4 red. It's equivalent to 4 Red Bulls. A and B samples failed. So what? Tomato. He could fight. This fool talking about a milliliter of tape on his hands. Do you not know they have rules for a fucking reason? This is the cutoff point because right here is where you could die. Drinking and driving. You could feel great. But if you get pulled over and you blow point whatever, by the rules, you're going down. You could be like, yo, I could drive. I was good. How many drinks you had? Here, blow in here. Nope. I don't care how good you feel. You cannot drive like this. That's the rule. Because according to science, more people crashed over this level than made it home safe. According to science. And this fool's in here talking about milliliters. It was only, what, a milliliter on his hands. He was still knocking people out after Brother Nas pointed out the extra milliliter of tape, and it was removed subsequent fights. It was removed. He was still knocking people out. Hassan Shafari. That was in Puerto Rico. That was the return fight because he didn't want to go out on a loss. He retired a little bit after that. Who the fuck is Hassan Sharifi? No one knows. No one cares. Then he fought Ricardo Mayorga in New York. Beat him with body shots. But Ricardo Mayorga was a knockout waiting to happen. Oscar knocked him out. Shane Mosley knocked him out. But something happened. He fought Ronald Rinky White, and like I said, he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. And then 3 years later, he fought Roy Jones. We all know what happened there. Thank you, Stormy. It's like your daughter saying, yo, I'm a little pregnant. What? Nah, babe, I only got a little STD. What? When you take a pregnancy test, they say, if a line pops up, or however it is, you're pregnant. Do you know I had shorties showing niggas, yo, what that say? It says you're pregnant. But the line is faded. No, the line came up. Go to the doctor. That's what it's saying. It don't say whether the line is faded. No, it says if it comes up, pregnant. But go get a second opinion. And what you think? They had to go get that AB. And I'm not talking about Brona. So I read that to you to show you what I'm dealing with. Now, let me get to another comment. And this is family. And I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. Because I'm not coming for you, but I wanted to address something. All right? My brother Cesar Caballero. All right? He's family. I'm going to say it again. He's family. But I'm going to read to you what was said. Drew and family. I am 100% supporter of your channel because I see the positive you bring to the sport. With that being said, I'm very disappointed at all of you speculating and twisting Trinidad's words, as well as categorizing him as a cheater. I just explained to you the truth. All right? Let me reiterate it, because I don't know if Cesar's in here right now. Let me reiterate. The shit I was hearing in the 90s, it was speculation. There was no social media there. There was no internet that was available to civilians at the time. And I just brushed it off. I just brushed it off as rumors. You hear shit all the time in certain gyms. You always know someone who knows someone who knows someone. You hear shit. I just brushed it off. But when that shit happened before the Hopkins fight, it made me think. I said, wait a minute. Could it be? Because there was something definitely wrong. And then 20 years later, I'm talking to Freddie Pendleton. 20 years from then, I'm talking to Freddie Pendleton. And I said, man, you threw that fight. He said, no, I didn't. And I played it for you. And it was against guess who? Felix Trinidad. So wait a minute. So we could piece it together with Tyson Fury. We could see what Dillian White did against Oscar Rivas. We can see what Margachito did. We could look at what the WBA did to Mike Fox. All of these things. What makes Felix Trinidad exempt? Getting where you fit in. Because it's always the rival camp's responsibility to catch him. Well, Brother Nas caught it. Now that the way he wrapped his hands were legal in other states. But Tito Sr., I'm sure he knew the rules in New York State. And he was doing it all this time. Where did he knock out William Joppy? Hold on, y'all. So, what makes Felix Trinidad exempt? I'll never know. I'm just explaining. Listen, did I make anything up? No. I brushed a lot of shit off for more than 2 decades. And then the Nas shit happened. And I said, huh? Well, I was hearing shit. Huh? And then I speak to Freddie Pendleton years later. I'm like, huh? And then I watched it and I said, oh shit. I played it for DeVarrell Williamson. He said he's looking. Oh yeah. Well, wait. Oh, what happened there? Y'all saw it. I said I don't know. I didn't know at the time. I said, oh man, this man threw that fight, man. Do I need to play it? I'm not. You just go back and watch my old shows. I played consistently. So am I brushing him off as a cheater, or am I watching what happened? Salute to Sosa on that super chat. Much love. He said, Trinidad robbed Hoyer, Errol washes him. I think De La Hoya got robbed in that fight too. I don't give a fuck if he didn't throw a punch in those last 3 rounds. I think he won enough of the early rounds to beat him. That's just my opinion. But more people love Tito than they liked Oscar. I guess at that time they felt Tito was better for... I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they felt he was better for business at that time. I don't know. It's over now, right? Whatever. And this is why I'm asking, why is he so vocal now? What the fuck is that about? I asked. What is this about? He's been quiet. Isn't he been a little more vocal as of late? And who's he vocal against? Errol? What? Now I understand. I understand that, again, the competitor in him. Yo, how would you feel in your prime against this fighter? I understand. You ask Tommy Hearns right now, he'll tell you he'll fuck everybody up. And it could be blasphemous to say that anybody from today will beat up anybody that we grew up watching. It's blasphemous. But is it really? Why are we acting like we never seen Tito lose? Why are we acting like we never seen him get outboxed? Freddie Pendleton was winning that fight and lost for no reason. Thank you, Mr. Finesse. Truth is not hate. The bottom line was there was something wrong with the hand wraps, and Brother Nas caught it, and they changed it, and the fight happened, and he got knocked out. That happened, man. That happened. But y'all see that? They fought like 20 plus years ago. And that's what Fernando Vargas is saying today. Now Tito's talking. And all I wanted to know is, why is he talking? First I asked, who's us? Then I want to know, why is he talking? Why they throwing a mic in his face? So when it comes to Errol. Now, here's where I want to go. Let me read this super chat real quick. Sosa says, it's a salute to you. He says, all the older fighters hate on Errol, Sugar Ray, and B-Hop. They all picked Mikey. Now they picking against him again. Don't want to give him his due. And this is why I'm asking the question, where is this coming from? It's kind of sudden, isn't it? Where's this coming from? I heard Sugar Ray had to apologize. B-Hop ain't say shit. I heard Sugar Ray had to apologize. Where is this coming from? It seems like an organized effort against Errol, doesn't it? Now, my brother, Cesar, was, he's upset that I'm categorizing him as a cheater. He said, we Puerto Ricans are Caribbeans also, and consider ourselves brothers of our neighbors, Dominicans and Cubans. Hold on a minute. Let me remind y'all, I live in New York. Can we not act like there's a beef, that there's not any beef between Puerto Ricans and Dominicans? Can we not act like that? Can we not act like that? I see it, and I'm on the outside looking in like, I don't understand this shit. Y'all ever seen a Puerto Rican fuss with a Dominican? Yo, when I was in high school, Bro. Sprinkle a little of the Cubans in there. Why am I bringing up the Cubans? I'm about to show you. Tim Bradley, stay on Errol. And now Sean Porter. Yeah, that's right, Sosa. Yeah. Yep. Now, I don't know. Now, look. I wouldn't say this shit if I haven't seen it. What I am saying is that I see it and I don't get it. And the reason why I say who's us is because exactly that. Do you know how many Puerto Ricans I know that look like Felix Trinidad? Y'all not paying attention when I talk. Do y'all know how many Puerto Ricans I know that look like Felix Trinidad? Now I'm a one-up it. Do you know how many Puerto Ricans I know that look like Felix Trinidad that will say they're not black? I'm not black, I'm Puerto Rican. What's going on here? What do you mean? I'm not making that shit up. I'm not making it up. You're not black? So when we say black fighters, you're not included? Herbert Lewis Hardwick, Arroyo, Coco Kid, part of the Black Murderers Row. He's Puerto Rican. He's part of the Black Murderers Row. He's Puerto Rican, part of the Black Murderers Row. He's Puerto Rican. He's part of the Black Murderers Row. He's Puerto Rican. He's part of the Black Murderers Row. He's Puerto Rican. He's part of the Black Murderers Row. He's Puerto Rican. He's part of the Black Murderers Row. If he sat there in silence, you'd walk right up to him like, "Yo, what up, brother?" Listen. Let's talk about it. Ocasio. That look like a black man, don't it? Don't that look like a black man? You want to take a guess where he's from? Take a wild guess. Esteban de Jesus. That like a black man, don't it? That is a black man. We're not crazy. Guess where he's from. Let's take a guess. Take a guess. I'll give you a minute. Sosa Smith back in that super chat. He said, Hispaniola Island, the Dominican Republic and Haiti separated by a river. Same people, different tribes, same island, 6 shades of black. And 6 shades of the black man. And the Dominicans don't like the Haitians over there. I seen a whole documentary on it. It made me sick. I said, why are they doing that? The fuck? But I know I'm talking about it. They're going to label me racist after this. I don't care. I'm asking, why is it like that? I'm not supporting it. I'm asking, why is it like that? Alfredo Escalada. That looks like look like fucking Leon and Michael Spinks. You want to take a guess where he's from? Just guess. Sosa back in that super chat. He said 16 Shades of Black Man. Take a guess where Alfredo's from. Guess. Y'all could Google it. I did the work for you. Guess. I'm on my scrapbook today. Take a guess where he's from. If y'all don't know this man, y'all don't know boxing. Y'all need to just leave my chat. Get the fuck out. He look like he need a perm. Ooh, 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 ooh. Uh-huh. Where's he from? Where's he from? Uh-huh. Come on, man. Stop. Oh! Wow! I dare you to put white on your job application looking like that. Not with that hair. Tito, Tito. And then we got this. All-time great. I attended the funeral. I ain't go inside. I was on the block. It was in Spanish Harlem on 106th Street. Box fans saluting that super chat. Much love and appreciation. We all know where he's from. But I'm looking at his skin tone and his hair. But that's more what you're used to. Not this, but this, I'm confused. I'm not really, but then you got this, all-time great. I'm ready to put Miguel Cotto in the Hall of Fame right now. Because I don't like what Bob Arum did to him. Margachito and, I'm sorry, the other person on my other video in the comment section, it was just a milliliter of tape. Yeah, it was just a little plaster against Miguel Cotto. Oh, it was just he was the champion, but he had to drain to fight Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao was more popular. It was just a little weight. A little weight. If he was allowed to come in at his natural weight, he'd have beat Manny Pacquiao. You know how I know that? Because instead of fighting Floyd, he wanted to fight Miguel Cotto again. And Cotto said, all right, well, come up to 154 now. Manny said no. Why? Why do you think Manny said no? Because Miguel would have beat him like a drum. Laws from Metallica. That. Saint Anger. Oh, we know these guys. Which brings me to my other point. Sosa Smith back in that super chat. He said you can look at your we getting there, brother. Don't get ahead. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there. Salute the main boxer biker. He says 1804 Haitian Revolution. Haiti and the Dominican Republic is the same island. The Spaniards and France tried to take over. Tried to take over. Haiti won by killing their coons first. Yes. We ain't gonna do shit with these coons in the ring. Let's behead them and put their heads on the pike. And then we can get the business. Yeah. You're not allowed to have double agents in the ring. You got to get rid of them first. My brother Monster Musa Lifestyle in that super chat, he said, yellow man, brown man, red man, black man, all niggas. Yes. Yes. Yep. But let's get to it. When I said who's us, and I'm asking where did this come from, you heard me mention why Juanma Lopez was Tito's man. So he backed him, and then Juanma started losing and had some legal troubles, and he since disappeared. And when I asked where's the support from Tito coming from, I understand that, you know, you're asking the old school cat, how would you fare against the guys today? And they're all supposed to say, yo, I'd fuck him up. I ain't got a problem with that. I ain't got a problem with any of that. But Danny Garcia has been around for a minute. And although he's from Philly, is he not Boricua? Just saying. You know how long I would ask? I've been asking, why hasn't Tito, like, you know, just he showed up to a fight? Has he showed up to his fight? Has he like reached out? I don't know. I'm asking y'all. Now, this is the part I don't know. Maybe y'all can help me with this. Has Danny Garcia ever talked to Tito Trinidad? Has he walked with him to the ring? Did I miss it? Did he promote the fight coming up? Yeah, you know, Garcia, you know, did he do any of that? And Danny's a quality fighter. I mean, fuck what his father said. I'm not talking about that. This is a quality fighter right here. Where was the support for Danny? I'm asking. Xavier said Mikey is white. Where was the support for Danny Swift? I mean, he's a Puerto Rican fighter you could get behind, right? There's nothing wrong with Danny. Look at his resume. Where was the support for him? So when I ask who's us, I'm really asking who's us. Now, Cubans and Puerto Ricans. Now, before I go further, let me go back to my brother, because he's still my brother. He's wrenched up and everything. He told me that we consider ourselves brothers to our neighbors, Dominicans. Well, if you consider yourself a brother to Dominicans and Cubans, that's absolutely fine. You're supposed to. Says, you're supposed to. But what I'm telling you, or what I've seen, was nothing but drama and chaos. What I've seen. And I'm saying that it didn't make sense to me, because I thought it was stupid. We had something over here for a while where Haitians was running around fighting with Jamaicans. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And guess what? They jumped on this one kid. He got beat up by the Haitians. He got beat up by the Jamaicans. He got off the floor. I don't know why they did this to me. I'm fucking Cuban. My last name is Mendez. I said, motherfucker. You know this is stupid. This is all stupid. The fuck are y'all niggas doing? I don't like him because he's Cuban. He's from Cuba. Man, I don't like him. He's from DR. He's dumb in a can. You ever heard them say that? I heard it from a Puerto Rican. Dumb in a can. I'm like, bro, come on. The fuck? Why would you say that? Now, fuck those. But they had a word for Boricua. It was crazy. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, all of you niggas are black. Yeah, go on. we will never move forward as long as we're at each other's fucking throats. There's a reason why I ask who's us. Because I've seen shit. And I don't understand. Yeah, you niggas will get it too. I don't care. I don't give a fuck how much patois or fucking Spanish you speak. Because I know if we're all in the car, a Haitian, Dominican, a Puerto Rican that look like Felix Trinidad, and me, and we get pulled over on I-95 by a state trooper, there's a big chance that we ain't gonna make it. What are you gonna do? I'm Dominican. Bang. Next. Officer, I'm Puerto Rican. Bang, bang. Next. Nigga, I'm from the Bronx. Bang, 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 bang. By the time it hits the news, well, what them niggas did? What them niggas did? What did them niggas do? The cop was all by himself. They had to do something. Body cam don't run off. I don't know. When the fuck will you dummies realize that we're all in the same gang? You stupid asses. You dummies. I'm not black, I'm French. Oh my God. So when I say, when I ask who's us, what did he mean? Thank you, Xavier. He fought Mauricio Herrera in Puerto Rico. Was Trinidad there? Where was your support for Dana Garcia? I mean, I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just asking. Where was your support for... When was your support for Miguel Cotto, by the way? So why are you so vocal against Errol and you're accepting... He's giving tips on how to beat Errol to Ugas. He's going to make us proud. And I just asked, who's us? What did he mean? I said, he's Cuban. Wait a minute. Let me go back. And I agree with my brother Cesar. We Puerto Ricans are Caribbeans, also consider ourselves brothers to our neighbors, Dominicans and Cubans. Basically, we're all the same. I agree with what he said. I agree. I'm just saying, what I've seen, it's a nightmare. That is what Tito meant to us. I can understand the doubts of the hand raps, but you seem to forget to mention that rapping Tito used was legal, just not allowed in certain places. I said that. And he tried to use it in a place where it wasn't allowed. That's what I'm saying. And I also said, I'm looking at Freddie Pendleton, sprinkled in with the shit I used to hear about it in the 90s. Sprinkled into what William Joppy told me, what Fernando Vargas said. But I know because he hasn't been caught, we can't say anything. And then a lot of those guys that'll take that stance with me will turn right around and agree with me about Tyson Fury. But whatever. I'm rooting for Spence because I see him as the top talent of the division, and he is the best example of the fighter the sport needs. One who always wants to go for the hardest challenge available. Solidarity among races has always been a part of our sport. Don't understand why you have to scrutinize something you don't understand. Best example is what you have said. If you are not black, you don't know what it is to be black. What being black is. Sorry. Well, my race is Puerto Rican. My race, the Puerto Rican race, is blacker than blacks and whiter than whites we know. With much respect, and again, Cesar, if you're listening, I'm not beefing with you. I just felt it was important for me to share what you wrote. And that's why I'm doing this video. I'm straightening everything out. There were things that Tito did in question by way of things I heard in the industry and fighters that I've spoken to. William Joppy and Freddie Pendleton. And then add in what happened in Madison Square Garden versus B-Hop. These are just things I brought up. Now, back to this, who is us? And I hope I straighten that out with you. And salute to you, Cesar. Let's go through this. Kid Chocolate. Not Peter Quillen. This is the original Kid Chocolate. Well, guess where he's from? Eligio Sartines Montalvo. Kid Chocolate. Want to guess where he's from? Just take a guess. Nope. That man's Cuban. That man is Cuban. Trick Nolte in the building. Thank you, Trick. And I reviewed that. Bernard Hopkins stopped Tito. Now, interesting. Prior to Bernard, he knocked out William Jaffe. William accused him of cheating. Prior to that, he knocked out Fernando Vargas. Fernando Vargas accused him of cheating. All right? David Reed, man, listen. Now, I don't know if Vegas, those raps was legal, but for what the other guy said in my comment section, what the other guy said in my section, it was like, oh, only a milliliter. Yeah, all right. Your girl just sucked a little dick. I didn't put it in my mouth, baby. It was just the tip. I just licked the tip by the hole. Matter of fact, I ain't licked the hole. I licked around the hole. So I didn't give him head. I just kissed it. Just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, baby. Mm-hmm. Looking ass. Stay Dangerous Boxing. It was a Coco Kid. It was a Coco Kid. Kid Gavilan. Take a guess. Take a guess where this black man is from. Take a guess. Let me help you. Cuba. Huh? Oh my God. Oh my God. If you don't know who this is, leave. If you don't know who he's standing next to, leave, come back and leave again. And then go kill yourself. They called him Muhammad Ali's communist twin. Did y'all know that? They called, yo, you stupid, Mr. Shelton. They called him Muhammad Ali. Stormy, am I lying? They used to call him Muhammad Ali's communist twin. Look at that hair. All right, let me read you a fact. Stevenson's prime in the 1970s coincided with Ali's own glory years, so much that the American media often dubbed the Cuban as Ali's communist twin. See, it says it right here. The fight sadly never happened. They put this guy on a pedestal. He was 6'3", 210 pounds or so. He had no intentions of relinquishing his Cuban status. Therefore, why do you think all these Cubans defect? They got to defect to come here. Why do you think it's such a big deal now? And this is what I'm saying. Maybe this is why Felix Trinidad is speaking up and rooting for Ugas so much. Maybe there's because you know what happened with Cuba lately, right? You know what happened as of late, right? The big news. Exactly, Stormy. Y'all know the big news about Cuba, right? They ain't got to jump in the ocean and swim over here and defect anymore. If they want to box, at least. Y'all know the big news now, right? Look it up. I ain't going to do the homework for you. Look it up. Look it up. This guy's a legend that never really got to do shit because he chose country. He chose his country. Okay? Oh! Do you know he could have fought Mike Tyson? And he was good. Felix Saban, he was good. He could have fought Mike Tyson. Yep. Country over the world. A lot of great athletes says, yeah, man, look, man, I'm a great athlete and I could dominate everybody doing whatever it is over there. Football, baseball, basketball, boxing. But I ain't jumping in no shark-infested water to get over there. It ain't that serious to me. Salute to my brother Paul Carrick. He said, not getting my notifications, but I made it exactly. This is what they do to us. They do it to Blue Blood. They do it to 78. But I'm glad you're here, brother. Yeah. I'm looking at that hair, and I'm like, if he was just standing on the corner of 169th and 3rd Avenue, hailing the cab, I'm like, yo, look at this nigga. Yeah. Wow! We know who this is. But I guess he fits the mold. He got that good hair. Got the good hair. Masabusa Lifestyle in that super chat. Much love. He said, for you non-blacks who winning the white man ops. Oops. Oops. You don't know who this is? Uh-oh. Not one word of English. Trust me. I follow him on the gram. I can't understand a fucking thing. And I'm not kidding when I tell you it'll be a nigga like this that'll say, yo, I'm not black, I'm from El Salvador. I'm not black, I'm Mexican. I'm not black, I'm Cuban. What they really mean is I'm not black American. Because that's a bad thing. And I gotta tell them, I don't mean to break this news to you. But if a cop start fucking with you and asking you all these questions and you start talking this Spanish shit, it's gonna frustrate them even more. And I'm not talking about NYPD. They're good with that stuff. The NYPD, they understand culture in the neighborhoods. I'm talking about take your ass to the Midwest, where a white cop will stop you and you'll start talking Spanish and he'll be totally confused because he's never seen a black man talk Spanish. Oh? Nigga, you playing with me? Get up out that car. Go to Boston with that bullshit. Go ahead. It's bad to be black American? It's bad? That's bad? Okay. All right. Cool. Denounce it. You know what I say to cats that used to say shit like that to me? Because it was said to me. If slavery starts tomorrow, you're actually more valuable because you speak 2 languages. Just saying. So go on and play with that if you want to. It's disrespectful. That's right, King. Can't stand us, but we create a lot of shit over here. Where was hip-hop created? Right here in my borough. It is now a worldwide thing. For all we know, aliens are catching signals from the 80s and they're bouncing to it. Nah, you're right, Shauna. Go to Bensonhurst with that bullshit. With Paulie's family. Go ahead. I dare you. I'm not black. That's not what we see. Mm-hmm. King Kong gonna put white as ethnicity on his fucking application. Motherfuckers will look at that and be like, yo, we can't hire him because he's lying. Is Tito supporting Bud, by the way? Or did he say he'd fuck him up too? It just came to me. Is he supporting Bud or did he say he'd fuck Bud up? I'm just asking. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? So when Fable Sanchez said black fighters don't sell, who was he talking about? When he said black fighters don't fight in a crowd-pleasing manner, who was he talking about? You talking about him? He said nobody wants to see pure boxers. He could have been talking about King Kong Ortiz. He couldn't have been talking about Deontay Wilder. He couldn't even been talking about Floyd because Floyd's main critique is he was so skilled that he looked boring. But he's the highest paid and biggest attraction in our era. Worth the most. Has a fight coming up, for fuck's sake. Black fighters don't sell, but you fought Steve Rose. Black fighters don't sell, but you fought Curtis Stevens. I'm confused. What are you talking about? Gervonta Davis? Anybody? Oh, there you go. I see. Don't put this shit on me. I'm asking a question. Because to categorize people by ethnicity is fucking dumb. It's dumb. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I asked the question, who's us? Who's he talking about? Exactly. Who's he talking about exactly? And that's a real question. Has he said anything about Bud? I beat Bud. Find it, because I'm asking because I don't know. Has he said that he beat Bud's ass or I beat him, or did he say that? Did he say that? Why didn't he support Danny Garcia all this time? Why didn't he support Miguel Cotto, who's actually from the island, all this time? Why is he so vocal now? Why are they throwing a mic in his face now? Is it because they need him to celebrate? They need a popular Latino name to celebrate what Cuba's doing now. They are now allowed to let their fighters shine. What's happening? Let's just throw the mic in front of any who's the most popular Latin fighter we could think. Gotta go with Tito. Because he's been quiet a long time. Long time. I beat Errol, and now he's giving tips on what Ugas should do. Where's this coming from? Did he once say, yo, Bud needs to fight? If you're going to be an advocate for fighters, just be an advocate for fighters. Who's us? black fighters, then talk about how Errol and Bud needs to fight. Then talk about how this fight needs to happen next. Talk about how shitty the franchise status is. Talk about it. Who's us? That's what I asked. You know who this is? You know who this is? Julio Cesar La Cruz. La Cruz. Cuban gold medalist. He's in his 30s, though. I think he's a cruiserweight. He's 32 years old or something like that. 31, 32 years old. Got a bunch of gold medals. I don't know whether he's too old to compete and make any waves now. He's 32. But he's another guy that didn't jump on a goddamn boat and risk life and limb just to get a career in boxing. You know what I mean? You know how many Cubans die on that trail, on that path? Shit is dangerous. Why is Tito so vocal now? Is it business? Did someone put love in his pocket? Say, yo, Cuba's on deck now. So we need you to start talking Cuba up. Because we can't, you know, Ortiz don't speak no English and, you know, he's not really popping like that. We need a legend. Puerto Rican, Cuban, same shit. I'm just asking. I don't know. Did that happen? I'm not saying it happened. I'm just asking. Make it make sense. All the focus on Errol. I mean, yeah. All the focus on Errol. Where's this shit coming from? Is it hate? I'm not ready to call it hate. I'm not ready to call it hate. I'm just trying to understand it. What I don't understand is shit like this.
We down to fight anybody. As long as it make money, it makes sense.
What about headlining at Barclays Center your next fight?
Yeah, but we need a stat card. We need a stat card. You see, because my people, these people, they don't support.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't support. We need them to, like, I need my people to come out more and support me. Like, because I do fight for my people. I come out and put on a show every time, and we get to win every time, dominating. But we'd definitely like to fight in Brooklyn for the first fight. Come back in Brooklyn, that'd be a hell of a.
Can you imagine that atmosphere?
Got in the ring with a fucking sombrero. Recently got in the ring. With OnlyFans on his goddamn trunks, with his hair colored funny, with a Dominican on short notice, and got his ass beat. Said that in a room full of white people. But when I say things like this is deeper than boxing, some of you motherfuckers want to call me the racist. Fine, if it makes you feel better. I know what this shit is about. I know what it's about. I know what it's about. So I'm not putting coats on Phyllis Trinidad that don't fit. I'm telling you what I used to hear back in the day. And then I point out the discrepancies that were discovered. So if we can do that with Manny never been caught. But I know the growth he's had in his adulthood, it didn't make sense, but he never been caught. And I know I heard Freddie Roach say we could have had the Mayweather fight, but we didn't agree to drug testing. I also heard him say, yeah, you know, Marquez, we didn't push the drug testing issue because that would be a contradiction on us. I heard him say something to that effect. So Marquez, the fourth time when he knocked him out, when Marquez came in with all that back knee, huh? Remember that? Why did Marquez have all that back knee? But nobody wants to talk about that. But we do talk about Errol Spence's nipples, though. Errol's nipples, he's never popped dirty. He's enrolled in VADA. They still fucking with him with that shit because they don't understand certain things. How did he get up off the floor and not break a bone, just knocked a few teeth out his mouth from that goddamn car accident? They still fucking with him over that. But Marquez had a back knee. He's never had that before until that fourth Manny fight. And I said, uh-oh. But they didn't force no drug testing. Why? That Floyd fight was still booming over their head. And if they started making a big stink about Marquez taking a drug test and talking about he got back knee and everything, what do you think the audience would have did to him? What do you think they would have did to Freddie Roach and Manny Pacquiao about drug testing? They'd have broke the Floyd glass. Hey, man, yo, don't accuse Marquez. Because Floyd wants you to test and you don't want to do it. So they left it alone, and incidentally, he got knocked out. As a matter of fact, the Manny Pacquiao knockout stopped when the drug testing came about. Then leading up to the Floyd fight, Freddie Roach basically said the fight didn't happen because of drug testing. They refused to take it. And I said, shit, 5 years of us arguing with Pactards on social media, now you just cleaned it up right there. In that one statement, you just cleaned it up. Nobody want to talk about that, though. But Errol Spence nipples. We won't talk about his nipples, though. That we'll talk about. Oh, Floyd with an IV rehydration. I don't want to talk about that. If you want to talk about 5 years of Manny ducking a goddamn drug test, I want to talk about Marquez pissing, drinking his own piss. I want to talk about Marquez back knee. I want to talk about Floyd's cards. No, I don't want to talk about none of that shit. These motherfuckers are selective. And as far as Felix Trinidad is concerned, his dad knew what was legal in New York. That's a fact. That's his job. And he tried to slip one in it. And I already just read to you one person talking about it was only a milliliter. Motherfucker, you wasn't in the goddamn locker room. You don't know what it was. What we do know is he said we're not fighting unless he changed it, and they changed it. That's what we know. I don't give a fuck what was said. What he was doing wasn't legal. And that called into question everything that he's done. The guy said, oh, he still knocked everybody out. No, I'll read you the statement. I'll read you the statement. He was still knocking people out after Brother Nas pointed out the extra millimeter of tape and was removed in subsequent fights. He wasn't knocking everyone out. He fought some mark that was made to order, and then he knocked out Ricardo Mayorga in MSG with body shots. And we all know Ricardo Mayorga was an ass whooping waiting to happen. What happened with Winky Wright, though? What happened with Roy Jones? So he didn't go on and knocked everybody out. Cut it out, man. And then tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about? Get right. Get right. And I'm not labeling Tito as a super duper cheater. But let's look at the facts. Freddie Pendleton, what happened there? Never mind what I heard in the 90s, because that's all hearsay, right? But what about what Fernando Vargas says today? What about what William Joppy says today? Oh, well, Brother Nas did say, well, Some of the shit he did, those shit he did with the hand wraps, it's legal in other states. But Bernard Hopkins fought Tito after Joppy. Maybe those hand wraps were fucked up. But I know it was William Joppy's responsibility to catch them doing it. Maybe his corner wasn't as good at doing their job as Brother Nas is. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Remember, it's the responsibility of the fighters, right? Margarito was knocking over trees. Got up to the Shane Mosley fight. That's when we found the plaster. And after that, didn't you rethink the Cotto fight? And I'll go beyond that. Did you rethink the Golden Johnson fight? Did you rethink the Kermit Cintron fights? Did you rethink it? Did you go back that far? Or did you stop at Miguel Cotto? I rethought everything. So the first thing I said is, well, damn, if he did that here, well, shit, he got caught. William Joppy in New York got fucked up. But wait a minute. I don't know. I don't remember where the Vargas fight happened, but maybe it was legal there. Listen, this is boxing. You gotta get in where you fit in. You tape those fucking hands as tight as you can, but right where you won't get called a cheater. You are to give your fighter every seeable legal advantage that you can. And if you can get away with a cheat, you'll do it. Because that's boxing. Tyson Fury told you, we know boxing. We know that they'll do anything it is when he was talking about Klitschko. They'll do anything they need to do to win. What happened with Floyd Mayweather? He checked the gloves. Yo, man, ain't no padding in these gloves. And what did Garcia say? Yo, they came like that. They came. Yeah, I bet they did. And when that happened, I don't know how y'all think. When that happened, the first thing I said was, oh, shit. They got Broner. That's the first thing I said. When Broner got hit by Maidana, he had the same look on his face that Fernando Vargas had, that William Joppy had. They were awake, but they went somewhere. They were like, what? Like a movie. And you see yourself on the floor. You're like, wake up, get up. No padding. And AB got a chin. So what the fuck was that? I'm asking. This is Pandora's box. Once you find a fighter that was doing fairly well, and then you find out something like that, you're like, oh shit, you got to rethink everything. Victor Conti, right? You questioning Errol, right? You get the question. You have the right to remain silent, and you need to be silent. Balco, you need to shut up. You need to shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Don't say anything for the rest of your life. Thank you, Stay Dangerous. Khan, man, come on, man. Khan was digging in Maidana's ass. Now, Maidana turned it up at the end. He was digging in his ass the whole fight. So when I ask these questions, don't these people, they love to try and put capes on. Don't do that shit. This is boxing. Tyson Fury told you, right? We know boxing. They tried to drug me. You talking about Team Klitschko. They tried to put extra foam on the mat. All of that was fine, but when we say shit like this, we're making excuses. We can't label people as shit. Man, listen. I'm not labeling anybody. I'm just looking at the facts. The facts is the hand wraps were not legal in the state of New York. You can't tell me Felix's father didn't know that. You can't tell me that. He tried to pull a fast one and got caught. But when he did that, I said, fuck. Hand wraps. I heard this like 6 years ago. Could it be? Wait, that Joppy knockout, that looked kind of crazy. The Fernando Vargas knockout, that looked kind of crazy too. First round, if you look at the first round when he fought Bernard Hopkins off the clinch, he hit Bernard Hopkins with the left hand. His knockout punch. Snapped his head back like this, and Bernard ain't go nowhere. Coincidence? I don't think so. I think he did just enough. But never mind that. I'm addressing multiple things in this video. I just said, who's us? That's all I said. Why this support for Ugas all of a sudden? What's that? I'd fuck Errol up, basically. That's what he's saying. I'd beat him, and this is how Ugas should beat him. Where's this coming from? And I just thought of this morning. Has he ever said the same thing about Bud? He said he's gonna do us proud. Okay. You talking about your Afro Latinos? Okay. Thank you for answering. That's what you mean by us. Yeah, Afro Latinos? Is that's why you didn't? Danny Garcia's not an Afro Latino, right? I'm asking. Miguel Cotto's not an Afro Latino? I'm asking. Juanma Lopez looks like Cotto and Danny, and that was your guy. I'm asking. Did you big up Yuriorkis Gamboa when he fought Bud? I'm asking. Did you say the same thing when Gamboa fought Bud? A Cuban fighter. Fighting the black man. The black American. Did you support Yuriorkis Gamboa? I'm asking. Maybe you did. Maybe I missed it. Y'all educate me on that. Did he? So when I ask, where's this coming from? It's a legitimate question. Where's it coming from? And who's us? What did he mean? Huh? I don't think he should have said that. I don't think he should have said it. Because we're all in the same game. Especially once you put Afro in front of your fucking name. Afro Latino. Come on, man. Who's that badass chick from DR? She's black. She got the Afro. Her body's ridiculous. What's her name? What is her name? I'll know her name if I see it. Oh, man, she bad, too. She's bad. Dark skin. I saw her on a show, and she was in the studio doing something, and the engineer was giving her shit. And he was trying to tell her to tone it down. Yes, her. Negra. Her. Oh, my God, she's gorgeous. Amara La Negra. Yo. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yo, the goddamn engineer called her Nutella Queen. Nutella Queen. I said, you know what, man? If I was standing in that room right there and heard him say that, I'd have broke his skull. I'd have started suplexing him on some ridiculous shit. I'd have took him on a ride. Nutella Queen? The fuck? And that was a more European-looking Latino talking to a black female Dominican. Who's us? I don't draw those lines. But I watch them do it to each other. I watch them do it. Who's us? I got mad as fuck when I saw it. I said, why is he doing that to her? Why would he say that? It's stupid. So now Tito got a mic in his face and he's going to do us proud. Why wasn't you supporting Gamboa when he fought Bud? There's something strange going on here. It seems to me, Errol is becoming a target for a hit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Main Boxing Biker in that super chat, he said, boxing want to stop Spence. Oh, he's too real for them. Listen, I'm going to paint this picture for y'all. Tito's talking. He's saying that. I'm like, all right, fine. Some people think it's harmless, right? But then they're asking him, what would you do against Errol? I'd beat his ass. Okay, fine. You could say that. But then you sprinkle in, see, now you read what Main Boxing Biker said, right? You sprinkle in, why the fuck there was that one reporter kept asking him about Deontay? What the fuck was that? He said, you've been fishing all this whole time. You've been fishing for something. Why are they asking him? Who's us? This is the most Tito's been vocal in like 20 years. He had an opportunity to support Danny Garcia. He had an opportunity to support Gamboa, an Afro-Latino, against Bud, who was undefeated. And that was a big fight when it happened, right? He's had several opportunities to support. Okay, watch this. Why didn't he support King Kong Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder? Where was Tito? I'm asking. This doesn't seem kind of sudden to you? This doesn't seem kind of out of nowhere to you? It's strange to me. It's very strange. This is out of nowhere. This man's been quiet for 2 decades. Now I'd whoop Errol's ass. And this is what Ugas needs to do. He's going to do us proud. King Kong Ortiz was going to do you proud against Deontay. Who's us? How about this, Felix Trinidad? I'm asking who's us? How about this? I'm asking who sent you? Why are you here? Yeah, you're a Hall of Fame and all this other shit. I don't want to talk about your career. I have my own shit about it. But who sent you, Felix? Who sent you? After that shit I saw with Freddie Pendleton, I really don't want to talk about you, dude. After that shit, when I spoke to William Joppy, really don't want to talk to you, man. Brother Nas catching you doing something before the B-Hop fight, and I know y'all knew the rules, because to break them, you got to know them. You just run the risk of getting caught. All drug dealers know the risk, but they do it anyway, right? Right. So I don't want to come for Tito because he's been quiet. He did what he did. He made some money. He got out the game, and now he's talking. Thank you, Rod Gut. Who put the battery in his back? Who sent you? And then I got this motherfucker talking about asking Errol about Deontay. Are y'all connecting the dots yet? Devin got to go to fucking Australia. This motherfucker asking Errol about Deontay, and Tito comes out of nowhere supporting Ugas, which is fine, but he gonna do us proud. Who's us really? Are you really talking about Afro Latinos? Who's us? Are y'all catching it yet? Are y'all catching it yet? You know it's not a race thing with me. I don't care where you say you're from. I know what I'm looking at. No motherfucker looking like Ortiz or Rigondeaux can come to me and say, I'm not black. Yeah, okay. Ask a cop right now, what color am I? You're a 6'4" black man. You're rather big and you're making me nervous. Officer down. Yep. Yeah, Tito. Who sent you? I don't trust you. Especially after that Freddie Pendleton shit. I don't trust you, dude. I don't trust you. Who's us? Do y'all get it now? I knew I shouldn't have put that video out. Because I knew this was something it was something I couldn't sum up. And I said, 10 minutes, let me just. Cesar, I'm not coming for you, brother. But I felt the need, I needed to straighten it out. Because I knew you wouldn't understand. And Cesar Cabral is family. I ain't see him here today. He probably listened, I don't know, catch the replay. But this isn't beef. I just needed to make myself clear. Now that other fool told me, it was only a millimeter. Man, fuck you. You don't know shit about boxing. Now I know you might come back in the chat, I heard what you said, and I work corners, and I don't care. If you work corners, you know there's limits for everything. There's rules for a reason. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. So go subscribe to the Painful Excellence podcast. I don't know if I'll be on tonight. I got shit to do, but it's whatever. I gotta play this on the way out.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
Those are the fans they look to. Because they think that those fans spend the most money. They undermine us. I think the general's on, y'all. I'm way past my time. I apologize. Y'all have a great weekend. Much love and appreciation to all of y'all. Out. Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.